All right. Let me know. Let me see.
Thank you so much for stopping.
Let me know if you can hear me. We are live. So just comment below. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me grab my phone. I have a couple people texting me and letting me know this is my first live stream on YouTube, believe it or not. Yes, it is my first one. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a great weekend. Super excited. Let me check in with a couple people. Just be patient, please. Once we get the party started, I see 3 people watching. So that's awesome. Excellent condition. Ali, awesome, welcome. So we are good. Happy Sunday. Super excited for this session. It's gonna be about half an hour. And we are here to do our weekly planning together with me. I am a huge planner in weekly planning, daily planning, because if you are not planning, you're already planning to fail. So it's very simple as that. So if you're not planning, you're planning to fail. I simply believe in this simple formula, 6P formula, that is proper planning prevents poor performance. It's as simple as that. So that's exactly why we are here. We are here to plan together the week ahead, but this is a first live stream. That's why I want to spend a little bit more time talking about, who I am, what I'm about, and why am I doing these live streams right now. So please comment in your section if you can hear me and if you're excited. So give me a thumbs up or say I'm ready if you're ready to keep rocking, and I'm gonna give you a second, and then we're gonna get the party started. All right, it's looking good. Your roll. You sound great. Yes, awesome. All good things. So let's begin with, who I am. Some of you might know me, and some of you watching maybe me for the first time. My name is Raidas Stalosh. I'm a founder and CEO of a company called Thrive Courses, where we bring unlimited online courses to start and scale your business. So you got this. I love it. Thank you for your comments. And so as a founder of a business, my challenge every week and every day, and you probably can relate to this, is squeezing every ounce of each and every day. I'm a founder of a company, I'm a father, I'm a husband, and I want to be an excellent in everything I do, right? I don't want to be that entrepreneur who goes 24/7 and I never see my kids. My wife doesn't even know who I am. So it's very important to me to thrive in every area of my life. But specifically, the Sunday live streams will be for entrepreneurs, because that's my audience. I am entrepreneur. You could get value from these live streams, these weekly planning sessions, even if you're not entrepreneur. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur. And some of the things I'm going to share with you will be very helpful, regardless of what you do for a living. But again, my goal is to talk to entrepreneurs or those who want to start businesses. So looking back, about 19 years ago, I moved to this country with $80 in a suitcase. And when I moved to this country, I knew I want to succeed. I mean, I didn't leave my home country, Latvia, to just come here and be average. I wanted to come here and crush it. I want to do great things. And as I was building my life here, I really watched the successful people. And my first job paid me $7 an hour, and I can barely pay my bills, and I knew there's got to be a better way. About a year in, I moved to Aspen, Colorado, where I was actually a lift operator, a landscaping person. I had a landscaping crew that I ran, and then I got into hospitality. I was actually a bellhop, front desk agent at a 5-star hotel, where I got the chance to meet a lot of successful people. And of course, when I met these successful people, I would ask them a lot of questions, because I couldn't understand at that time how these successful people were able to pay. It's getting warm in here. I get all fired up. I was all fired up because I met all these successful people, and I wanted to know how in the world they able to afford, $1,000 a night for the rooms that, the hotel was charging $1,000 a night, and I couldn't understand how they can do that. So I asked a lot of questions. And they were very, very generous, and they were able to share. Actually, there's an error message. Guys, if you were watching this, please let me know if you can still hear me. Just want to make sure that we are still on. Let me know, because YouTube is not receiving enough. Let me see what it says. Enough video to maintain smooth stream, as such a viewers will experience buffering. So hopefully it's okay on your side. In your comment section, please let me know. Actually, let me turn this off. There's a chance might have been for a second on my Wi-Fi. That's another thing. I just realized my Wi-Fi was still on instead of my actually hard connection. So I turned off my Wi-Fi, and hopefully that helps. But back to my story. I met a lot of successful people. They were, okay, great leader chased after success leaders. Great. You are on. Awesome. Thank you so much, Josh. I really appreciate your support and still on. Perfect. Thank you, guys. So I was very, very curious. What does it take to be successful? And of course, people gave me lots of different pieces of advice. But the main thing was, the main thing that people shared, if you want to be financially successful, figure out a way how you can serve masses. Meaning, how can you add more value to many? And that is entrepreneurship. That's the easiest way to do it, is starting your own business. So that was very, very powerful. Number two, they said, if you want to be successful, never ever stop learning. And that's something why I have founded thrivecourses.com. That's why I'm a big believer on, attending seminars, reading books, and surrounding yourself with smart people. I have, like right now, I have actually Josh Denhart, a friend of mine here watching this live stream, that, I actually jumped on the call with him on Friday, and we were helping each other. And he was actually helping me figure out how to go live, because I've never done this, and I'm like a sponge. I'm always want to learn. So that's exactly what they said to me. Number one, again, start your own business if you want to be financially successful. Number two, never ever stop learning. So great advice. And I started my business probably 2.5 years being in the United States. So I was about 23 years old. I started my first business, and that was an outdoor fitness bootcamp company. And I know I'm spending quite a bit of time today talking a little bit about my background, because I think it's important, as some of you will watch this video as a replay at some point. And I just want you to know who I am and what I'm about, instead of just jumping in and giving you strategies in my planning. I really want you to know, what is my background and why you should listen. So I started my first business. And what I realized, having a full-time job, I was actually still in hotel business. I was starting my fitness company, and I realized there's one more element that comes into play. Yes, starting business is powerful. Yes, ongoing learning is powerful. But the one thing that we all struggle with, that is getting the most out of each and every day. Right? Because as we all tackling so many different things, we are playing different roles. We are husband, wife, brother, sister. You might have multiple businesses. You might have a job and a business on the side. There's so many different things. And in the world that we live, what I have learned over the last 15 years of entrepreneurship, most people fail not because they don't have the right resources, or not because they had the wrong business. Most people fail because they just lack discipline. They lack the focus, because if you have a bad idea, if you focus and you have self-discipline, you can pivot. You can work harder than anyone else. You can work smarter than anyone else. But most people lack that discipline. And I've been struggling with this for the last 15 years. It's an ongoing battle. And actually, there's a lot of studies that have been done that people who actually are the most disciplined, they think they're not actually productive at all. So you might be the same person. You probably, if you're watching this live or replay, and if you're watching this, that probably means that you are someone who wants to get out of the most out of your life, and you're probably already pretty productive and focused. But the reason you're watching this video is because you know there's another level for you. And once you get there, there's gonna be another level for you. And going back to my opening of this video, I want to be successful not just as an entrepreneur, right? I don't want to be that person who grinds 24/7 in my business. Yes, I might make all this money, but number one goal that I have as an entrepreneur, I want to thrive in every area of my life. I want to be healthy. I want to have a healthy relationship with my wife and my daughter, my children. I want to have a healthy relationship with my friends. So when we have such high standards, it is so important. It is so important to get the most out of each and every day. So now this is my third business, and every Sunday I sit down and I plan the week ahead. And before I actually plan the week ahead, I review my previous week, and I start with the first things. And that's actually, now I'm going to involve you a little bit. By the way, I appreciate you listening to my story. So what I want you to do in the comment section right now, whether you're live or watching a replay, because if watching replay, I'm still going to come back and read your comments. So regardless of what time you're watching, I want you to comment one success that you experienced this past week. Small or big, it is so important that before we plan the week ahead, right? It's always important to look ahead and plan ahead, but also you have to stop and slow down and ask yourself, okay, what was great this week? What did I achieve? So what I want you to do right now, take a moment and comment below, or comment in the comment section, and let me know what was one success that you experienced this week. So go ahead, do that. And as you do that, I'll wait and I'll share with you my number one success this week. And you ready? So my success for this week was we made an offer on a building that we are, or it's actually an office that we are purchasing for our business. So that was a huge success this week, because before you can make an offer, if you know anything about real estate, there are a lot of things that needs to happen. You know, you need to find a property, you need to do your due diligence, you need to make sure you're pre-qualified, and once you're ready, you make that offer, and obviously then you hope if they're gonna, you wait if they're gonna accept that offer or not. So we made an offer on a building or office for our business. Instead of renting, now we will be owning if the deal goes through. So that was a huge success, because I've been working on this for a long time. We actually found a building that I made an offer, and that did not go through. We put a lot of work, and that just actually fell through. The deal fell through for many reasons, and then we found another one, and we made an offer. So that was a huge success, because again, it's the reason I picked that one as my main success, because it took me a while to get to that point where we can make an offer. Number two, if that offer gets accepted and we get that office for our business, it's going to change everything. We're going to have our own home. We will be building an equity instead of paying rent to somebody else. So as a business owner, this was huge for me. So let me see what you guys. Josh says, I can hear you. It was looking for that was previous comment. Okay. Josh says, one major home landscaping project. Nice. My son's helped clarity on how to monetize my latest idea. Thanks to discussion with the right is awesome. Great. So small or big victory it's so important to slow down and actually realize and give yourself a pat on the back, if you may, and say, you know what, you're doing a great job. Even if you failed, even if you feel like it was completely a failure, like it was a terrible week, you feel like you didn't achieve anything. And as entrepreneurs, it is so easy to be hard on ourselves. Just humans, it's very easy to be hard on ourselves. So it's so important to slow down and just really look, what did you achieve? And it can be even as simple, you know what, I made 5 sales calls. I showed up every day and I did my best. And it's like, it doesn't have to be very, very specific, but pick something. I write down 2 to 3 things that I succeeded. And then I write down, you ready? This is very important. I don't say failure, but I say room for improvement. So what is one or two things that you learn that absolutely jeopardize your business or slow down your business growth? And again, this is all about entrepreneurship, this channel and this live stream. So in your business, what was the one thing that you learned that you're like, if I fix that, that would make a tremendous improvement in my future business growth? And for me, this week was lack of SOPs. And that is, if you don't know what SOP is, SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. So that's basically step-by-step instructions for your business. So we recently onboarded a new project coordinator for our course creation business. And as I was onboarding that person for the last 2-3 weeks, last week it hit me really hard. I realized that we really don't have clear steps for everything we do in that business. And that's really slowed down my onboarding the person, answering so many questions for that person. And the business is just, it took a lot of time out of my week. So that was very important to learn. That was a good realization for me. And you don't want to spend too much time. It's like, oh man, I can't believe I failed this way, or I did this or this or this. The purpose of reviewing your week, what went well and what could you improve? What did you learn this past week? So that actually going to lead me for my goals for the week. We're going to get to that in a second. As long as you learn and change, pivot, then you if you're going to do that every single week, you're going to be so much more successful. Because most people, they just keep going and going and going and going, and then they don't make any changes. And the definition of insanity is continue doing the same thing over and over and expecting different outcomes. So for me, it's really important that I look what's not working and then immediately pivoting and changing. So growth points for me started slow almost every day this last week. Growth points, okay, slow almost every day. Thank you, Josh. Started slow almost every day this last week. So I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, like starting slow, growth points. So meaning like I the way I understand your comment, I think you just meant like you can be more aggressive with your daily routine, or if you can expand on that, that would be great, Josh. Would love to hear your thoughts. But anyhow, so that's more important to you. I appreciate you commenting, but it's like you have to slow down. You have to look at your past week. Celebrate your successes and also look for room for improvement. So that's what I do every week. So number one, I review my successes. If you may, I don't like to say failures, but it's like lessons learned. Really, that's more. Started working 10 a.m. Oh, got it. There's nothing wrong. Josh said he started at 10 a.m. There's nothing wrong starting late, not 8 a.m. It's something that what I do is I start 5 a.m. pretty early. I start with a workout, and then after the workout, I start working, breakfast, and on and on. That's not the purpose of this call, and this stream. We can have that another conversation some other time. But what I want to say is this: Josh, in the comments, he said he felt bad, or he felt the growth opportunity. Instead of starting at 10 a.m., he should have started at 8 a.m. There's no right or wrong way to run your day, as long as you are producing the result. I know some people don't start till 10 a.m. and then they work late at night. That's just not me. I don't like to work late at night. I go to bed about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and that's just my routine. I like to start my day early before my daughter wakes up, my wife wakes up, and before the world wakes up, because I go to gym is empty. I love early start, but that just works for me. You have to figure out what works for you. So let's keep moving forward. So review, and I have very, very simple. I use Thrive Planner. This is just a Thrive journal actually. So I'm working on one of the reasons I'm doing these live streams, because I'm working on Thrive Now Planner. So Thrive Now Planner is going to be a planner where I share exactly how I plan my week, and hopefully you can get a copy in the future and follow my system if that interests you at all. So number one, again, let's recap successes and lessons learned. Once all of that is done, I set 3 goals for the week. 3 goals for the week, specific and measurable goals for the week. Not like, oh, I'm gonna work harder this week. Great. What does that mean? How are you gonna know you worked harder? You might say this week, for the whole week, Josh's example, I'm gonna start my day every day at 8 a.m. I'm gonna work from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. with 1 hour lunch break, and I'm gonna be focused the entire time. Great, you can measure that. At the end of the week, you can review. It's like, okay, did you start your day every day at 8 a.m. with 1 hour lunch break? And I wrapped up by 6 o'clock. You can measure that. So my goals, my top 3 goals for the week, I'll share with you. And I want you to, if you're watching either replay or if you're watching live, I actually want you to take pen and paper. It doesn't matter. You can just grab a random piece of paper or your journal where you do your weekly planning. If you don't have one, get a blank journal. And then I write down my top 3 goals for the week. So top 3 goals for the week for me. Number 1 is I will create all of our SOPs, standing operating procedures, for our course creation business. So everything that I can think of that my team might have to do, I will either write up or record a Loom recording exactly how to do those action items. So my team, anytime they need to do something, there'll be standing operating procedure for everything we do in our course creation business. So that's my goal number 1. Goal number 2 is we will relaunch a Thrive Courses Studio website. So we're going to take this website live. Again, it's measurable, right? By end of the week, the website need to be live. So it's going to be either I did it or did not. And it's very, very clear. And also when you set your weekly goals, you don't want to set something that you would have done anyways. And you don't want to set something just to make you feel good. You should set goals that will make the biggest impact on your business. So for example, for me, the reason I picked my number 1 goal is standard operating procedures for my course creation business is because if I spend, or when I spend the time to create those standard operating procedures, I will be able to achieve more because my team, let me take a sip of water here. Always representing the brand. So I pick goals that will make the biggest impact on my business. So that's why when I set these goals, there are so many things I could be doing every single week, but I have to ask myself, which goals or which action steps will create the biggest impact on my business. So number 1, I'll create standard operating procedures for my business. Number 2, we will relaunch the brand new website for Thrive Courses Studio. The reason is that's important because I really believe our copy is better, design is better. We have more products on this new website. So because of that new website, it will convert more sales, will generate more leads. So that should and will help our business growth. So that's why it's number 2. And number 3, it's a little secret project that I cannot talk about right now. That is just for me. But those are the 3 goals that I have for myself. And it's very, very clear. And all of them are measurable. So what I'd like you to do right now is, pick one. What is your number 1 goal for this week? And comment below. Again, if you're watching live right now, I don't think we have that many people watching live, but if you are, I want you to comment and let me know what is your number 1 goal for this week, and it should be measurable. So if I see you next Sunday on our planning session, if I ask you what was your goal, you should be able to say if you achieved it or not. It's not like, yeah, kind of, you either did it or you did not. So for example, did I create all my SOPs by next Sunday? It's very simple. Did I do it or not? My website, did I launch it or not? I cannot control all of the elements because like the website relaunch, there are lots of other people involved. So, it's a little bit harder, but SOPs, I'm in control 100%. So there should be no excuses to get that done. So if you're watching live, let me know what is your number 1 goal for this week. I'm really curious. So I'm taking another sip here because actually it's a lot harder to talk for 23 minutes straight or 24 minutes straight. It's actually getting a little tired. Should have scheduled for 20 minutes. So let's keep going. Now that you have now that you have 3 goals for the week, you need to schedule a plan. So just because you have, a lot of people have goals and ambitions and all of that, and without a plan, it's just a daydreaming, right? So you're just daydreaming. It's like, oh, I'm going to do these things. And people talk about they're going to work out more. They're going to do this. They're going to do that. And unless it's scheduled, it's on your calendar, it's not going to happen, right? And somehow people think that if they make a dentist appointment or a haircut appointment or something, most of the time they show up and do what they're committed to do. But somehow people think that their goals are not as important. And they don't even make an appointment. And even if they make an appointment, they're not going to show up. So for example, today, I said to myself, I'm going to go live. And there's a reason I did this. I said, I'm going to go live today at 1 o'clock. And I want to do a live stream, not recording. Why? Because it keeps me accountable to sit here and plan my week every week. And then it's productive because I'm talking about my goals, my struggles, all of that. I'm processing myself. I'm getting things done here and also adding value to you. So it's a win-win. Then when I'm done recording this session, it's going to go live. Now it's going to be reposted and people can watch it later. So I'm creating content. So it's very, very powerful. So what I would say to you, once you have your top 3 goals, go ahead and schedule it. Because if it's not scheduled, it's not going to happen most likely. So if you said you're going to, for example, SOPs, so I'm going to schedule blocks of time during the week. Like I'll decide how many blocks of time I need. Probably I'll need 3 blocks of 1 hour. So I'm going to create 3 sessions of 1 hour for myself, with myself, to focus on that task. And if I need more sessions, I'll book those sessions. So you get the idea. Schedule it. If it's not scheduled, it's not going to happen. And also I like to work on very, very important tasks early in the day because my energy is really, really high. I am super, focused and driven. And I would suggest you do the same thing. If it's at night, great. Let's see what some people said. Josh, be 100% packed for a massive 1-month speaking tour by Friday, 5 p.m. I like how Josh got even more specific, by Friday by 5 p.m., right? So Josh obviously done some goal setting, and I love it. I leave June 5th. I want to be 100% packed 1 week out. So you see, Josh, thank you so much for sharing that. He's planning already week before. So giving himself a buffer. If something goes wrong, he has a whole week to pivot and adjust. That's another thing. Most people are procrastinators. They procrastinate till the last moment and then they rush around and like, oh my God, I'm so stressed out. I'm working so hard. No, you're not working hard. You're procrastinating. If you're starting tackling something every single day instead of leaving everything like night before you leave for this big tour, you'll be so much more productive. So let's recap really quick. I'm going to be respectful of your time. It's almost 28 minutes. So number 1, why are we doing Sunday planning? Because I believe proper prior planning prevents poor performance, right? All the battles, you would not go to in a battle. I don't like war, but I'm still going to use this analogy, right? If you go in a battle, you would plan everything before you're going to battle, and the battles are won or lost most of the time because of the plan. If you have an amazing plan, your chances increase to winning that battle. So we are in battle of every single week with ourselves, with distractions, right? So you have to have a clear plan. So that's why we are here. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. We've all been given 1,440 minutes each day. 1,440 minutes each day. And for our goal, our job is to squeeze the most out of those 1,440 minutes each and every day. So that's my goal every week. I'm going to be coming back. I can't believe how fast half an hour went by. But every Sunday at 1 o'clock, no matter where I am in the world, unless I'm somewhere camping and I don't have internet, then I might pre-schedule these live streams. But I'll be back and I'll be helping you create your weeks more productive. Then we reviewed 3 successes, right? 3 successes and 1 major lesson learned, right? Because we want to build on our successes and also learn what didn't work so well and how you're going to make things better. Then we set 3 goals for the week. What are the three goals? And I would prioritize them. Number 1, number 2, number 3. You do not go on number 2 until you tackle number one, unless there's something that you get stuck and you can't move forward because maybe you're waiting from somebody else in order to move forward. Then you move on to goal number two, right? But you don't want to jump around. You want to be focused. What is the number one goal? So then once we have top number 3 priorities for the week, we go on our schedule and we actually plan out and actually say when you're going to do the things that's going to help you achieve those goals. So that's really a wrap for this week. We are exactly half an hour in. If you enjoyed this session, comment below whether you're watching live or replay. Let me know your questions. Let me know what are some of your strategies to achieve more. And yeah, I appreciate you watching. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. If you have any questions, final comments, I am here for you, because if you showed up here with me for half an hour, that means a lot to me. And if you have any comments or questions, please do not hesitate to post those. I'm watching right now. And yeah, I'm going to wait here a couple of minutes. Be 2, that's the goal. Perfect. But yeah, and my name is Ryder Stalish. I'm the founder and CEO of ThriveCourses.com. We are an online course company where we help business owners start and scale their businesses. We are like Netflix for business education. So if that's something interests you, you want to go to ThriveCourses.com and become a member. It's not live yet, but if you're going to go, there's a temporary page. We're going to go live very, very soon. That's actually part of the bigger strategy why I'm doing these live streams. So you have to just keep following me on Sundays until you hear what we're about. So awesome. Thank you so much. Happy Sunday. Finish your planning. Take action, because if you just watch this live stream, whether live stream or replay, and you're not taking action, this was pure entertainment. I'm not here to entertain you. I am here to help you grow your business. And part of that business growth is weekly planning. So I appreciate you. Thanks so much for watching. Let's have a great week, and I'll see you next Sunday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.